Hello there, lovely losers. It's Friday, it's weighing day. I've dropped my youngest off at school for the afternoon, and I have a pot of very speed-filled soup bubbling away on my stove ready for my lunch. It's not ready yet, it won't be ready for about half an hour yet, but when it is, I'm going to have some. It's yummy. This week has been a bit odd. It was Mother's Day at the weekend. I did not have chocolates on Mother's Day. My husband and kids are good. I got a lovely card, lovely presents for my kids, so that was good. But that over the weekend, I did kind of just go off the rails. I've been so busy. It's ridiculous. I always hit the week running. A Friday, I come home from group, I'm all jazzed and I'm all ready. And Friday is usually a really good day for me. Never use all my sins on a Friday or anything. But then Saturday and Sunday hit, and I just seem to go into like weekend mode. You know how it is. Some people go drinking on the weekends. I don't really drink. Some people get a takeout. I don't really tend to get takeouts. I hit chocolate. And when my youngest decides he's not sleeping, and I don't get any sleep either, I tend to dive head first into a vat of chocolate, which is a bit of a pain because I know when I'm doing it that I don't want to, but it's there, so I want to. But as a result, I was really militant with myself for 3 or 4 days after that. So Monday was kind of okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was absolutely militant and didn't really use my sins or anything yet. I really kept a tight rein on it. And I ended up losing 3 pounds this week. To be fair, last week I weighed in the day before Shark Week started, so there was a fair amount of bloat involved with last week's gain. But also, to be fair, I did feel pretty bloated this morning when I went in. I thought I felt quite puffy, puff a fish kill. So I wasn't expecting a great result this week, to be honest. So I was really surprised when I stepped on the scales and got such a mega result. I mean, 3 pounds is pretty much unheard of for me in 1 week. I don't tend to have big losses, so to have a big loss this week again is a motivator. But again, it's Friday. Friday is always a good day for me. I need to find a way to keep kicking ass all week. I need to get back to feeling how I did when I first started following the plan, when I was just amazed that I could eat potatoes and rice and pasta and still lose a shitload of weight. I need to get back to that. I think I've been doing it so long now that I do it on autopilot. And I know what speed foods are, and I know all the free foods are, and although I know the sins in pretty much everything I use off the top of my head, I do still regularly check them in case there's been a change. But I mean, the speed food and the free food, I know what they are. Anything that's not fruit or veg, I do check to make sure that the sin value is fine. And I know what my allowances are for healthy A's and B's. I weigh them out. I measure them every week. So it's not that I don't know the plan, because I do. I know it inside out. And anyone that's been doing it for any length of time knows the plan inside out. They know how to do it. It's the little things that creep in, the accepting a sweet or some crisps from your kid, having a nibble of cake, pinching the last inch of fish finger when they decide they don't want it. I don't do that one because I don't like fish fingers. But you know what I mean, that chip or two off the plate. Yeah, we don't tend to have chips very often, only do I make them myself. But anyway, it's an example. Anyway, the little bits here and there add up. So even when you are keeping an eye on your sins, you're not really keeping an eye on your sins, as it were. And I mean, to be fair, this week I probably did stay well within my sins overall, even though I'd gone mental at the weekend, because I was very militant the rest of the week. And it just proves that I can do it. I can do it when I want to, when I know that I need to. I can stick to it and do fantastic. So get a fantastic result. So I know I can do it. Why do I not do it? I pay 5p short of a fiver every week. And I love going to group. I get a lot out of group. But I'm paying like a fiver a week. and then not doing what I'm paying to do. It's stupid. I need to get a handle on it. I really do. I know it's a problem in myself, and I don't know why I don't do it, because I do want to lose the weight more than anything. I really want to lose the weight, but sometimes in any given moment I want the chocolate more than the loss of weight, and it's ridiculous. It really is. I need to give myself a good kick in the ass and get with the program, because I mean, here I am doing these videos every week to try and get used to myself, you know, to accept myself. That's why I started videoing instead of just blogging, because I hate seeing myself on camera. I hate seeing myself in photographs. And the whole idea of doing the videos every week was so that I could learn to accept myself. Maybe I've accepted myself a bit too much. I still need to make the changes. There are a lot of changes. I still have like 3 stones to my goal weight. You know, it's still a lot of weight to lose. It's not as much weight as I've already lost, but it's still a fair bit to lose. And I know I can do it. I really can do it. It's just getting myself to stick to it like I did in the beginning. Because before I started doing Slimming World, I did calorie counting. I used MyFitnessPal, and I lost 1.5 stone myself doing that. And then I joined Slimming World and thought the plan was just amazing. I still think the plan is amazing. I think it is one of the most sensible, if not the most sensible, healthy eating plans. I mean, yeah, there are some things that people would argue are not so sensible with the sweeteners and stuff. But at the same time, for people who are addicted to sugar, you know, it is an alternative, and it does push the health eating side of things with the fresh vegetables and fruit and cooking food from scratch. And I can really get on board with that. I really can. It is a really good plan, and it really does work if you do the plan. So my mission this week is to actually do the plan for 7 days. I want to do it. I mean, every week I intend to do that, but I really need to take it not just a day at a time, not just even just a meal at a time, but actually minute by minute. I need to question myself every time I'm reaching for something to eat. Is this on plan? Do I really want this, or am I just doing it out of habit? I think that's possibly the clincher for me. I do have a lot of bad habits. I've always turned to food when I feel emotional, when I feel things are stressing me out, getting on top of me. And the foods I turn to are things like chocolate and crisps, which I don't generally eat crisps. But if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm not sleeping and I've had a stressful time, then it's chocolate and crisps and maybe a hunk of cheese that I turn to. And it's all stuff that I know I shouldn't be doing. And I hate when I'm doing that. This is a big confession here. I have sat in tears in the bath eating chocolate and thinking to myself, you don't even want this, you feel sick, stop it and put it down. And I've still eaten it. You know, and I hate myself for it. And maybe I need to get over hating myself for it, because I mean, I don't actually hate myself. I rather like myself. I think I'm a nice person. I am. I'm friendly, kind of outgoing. I'm one of those kind of introverted, extroverted people. I am actually very shy. I just put on a really good front, and I do like my own time to myself. Although I'm quite good in social situations, I do have to force myself to speak to people in social situations. Otherwise, I would sit in the corner. But it's one of those self-acceptance things. Again, I have to cut myself some slack and actually believe in myself a bit more. And I really am starting to put myself out there a bit more as well. I've now set up a Facebook page for myself as a performer. And I'm really hoping that'll help me focus, because I don't want to be on stage and people looking at me and going, oh my God, look how fat she is. She really thinks she's up there anything special. And I mean, the fact is, I'm nothing special. I am an ordinary person. I do have some talents, and I'm nothing that anyone else couldn't be, you know. But I do want to better myself. I want to be the best I can be, and a part of that is making a change in my health and my weight and my choices. So I need to get a handle on that. So I need to focus on that and take it a minute by minute and think, is this on plan? Do I really want it? Do I really need it? Can I make a better choice? So that's my mantra for this week. And I hope you'll all join me in that. And we can all make better choices. Even those of us who are on the plan, we can still make really excellent choices over the good ones. And we can all get where we're going. So have a great week. And I'll see you next Friday. Hopefully with a whacking great loss again. Because it's only a couple of weeks to Panto. And I don't want to be a tappy. So, yeah, see you next week. And keep being losers. Bye.